What is going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. And as we start the stream, we actually have a penalty for Everton. It looks like Calvert-Lewin was through on goal. Joe Hart came out to try and get the ball and actually took out Calvert-Lewin. Wayne Rooney is stepping up to take the penalty. So I do have the Everton-West Ham game going on just down below me. Just about to watch this penalty be taken. But David Knight, you were so right. Some massive names have been left out of this game week. As Joe Hart saves and Rooney scores a rebound. So Joe Hart now gets a penalty save, but no clean sheet. Whereas Rooney, I think, gets a penalty miss, but also gets a goal. So that confuses things a bit. But Everton are now 1-0 up against West Ham. How is everybody doing? Devshit, David Knight, Mukhtar, Michael Foley. Guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining in. We are going to try a stream whilst there are games going on, which should be very interesting. But first of all, as David Knight said, I do just want to go over some of the names that are missing today in the starting lineups for some big sides. Liverpool do not have Mohamed Salah or Philippe Coutinho starting. Chelsea don't have Eden Hazard and Azpilicueta starting. Manchester City don't have David Silva starting. And Leroy Sané isn't even in the squad, so won't be coming off the bench. So I feel like I've kind of got lucky, because if we actually have a look at my team, you can see I may have missed the deadline and not made a transfer. So because of that, fair enough, Salah wasn't going anywhere. So I now got Carroll coming in for Salah, unless Salah makes a substitute appearance. Other than that, any of my starters not starting. I don't think Abraham's starting. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure he isn't in the starting lineup for Swansea. No, it's Wilfred Bonney starting for Swansea. Hopefully someone starts or comes on, because I feel like I may actually be only playing with 10 men this week. Because if Abraham doesn't come on... Oh no, and Mbemba did start, and did me. So I've got points to come on in the worst case scenario of Salah and Abraham both not featuring at all. Ben Davies, he didn't play at all, so I need him to be replaced as well. But I do have, although they didn't do much, my three substitutes, they all did play. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. It's going to be a tough week for a lot of people, though, because I think a lot of people are going to struggle with some of the names that have been dropped for these Wednesday night fixtures. What's up, Real DMC? How you doing? And Daz Dark in the chat. David Knight, I'm looking at bringing in Rooney for Lukaku. I thought of it today because Big Sam loves him. I have Silva and Sane, FML. To be honest, I think a lot of people have players. Some of their big players are not starting. Like I've said, I've got Mohamed Salah not starting. That's my major player. Fortunately for me, most of my players did start this game week. And Harry Kane did score, despite Spurs losing to Leicester City 2-1. So, yeah. I apologise also for anyone that may have captained Mohamed Salah because I said so. I understand fully that has probably messed up your game week. I'm not always right. I'm not a messiah. I do get things wrong, so you know. Rahul Game is in the chat as well. TP Football Analysis. Rahul Game did a -4 to get Sane in. 27 points so far. TP, that isn't too bad, is it? Because as far as I'm aware, the average is very low. I've got 25 points so far. The average is 14. I'm 876,501st for this game week. And I'm improving my overall rank so far with my current score. If you've got Lacazette or Ramsey, you're very happy because they have made an impact today. I believe Ramsey assisted Lacazette. We then have Rooney getting the goal after a Joe Hart save. So yeah, I think a lot of people have players not getting points. Real DMC's in trouble. He's got Salah as captain. He's got Silva and Asby, and my bench is shocking on 12 points. It's going to be my worst week. Sometimes weeks like this are just really difficult to read, and the fact is everyone is getting low points at the moment, so it's not too bad. With the average so low, it may not affect you as bad as you think. Thomas McCarthy in the stream. Real DMC, I blame you, JNO, for captaining Salah. Lol, was going to put it on Jesus. Jesus looks like a better option now, doesn't it? Apologies, Real DMC. After it was pointed out to me, I did, after every time I said Salah as captain, I did keep saying, but he's a rotation risk. And I did what I said I'd do. I kept it on Kane because I'm boring. There's not much I can say. Michael Foley at least has one Chelsea player playing. And Burnley have scored. Wood with the goal. Robbie Brady, a player I have mentioned before, with the assist. And apparently Mane has scored with Solanke getting an assist. So whoever was saying about getting in Solanke, I think that's how you say his name, he's just got an assist. But again, I don't think he's going to start a lot of games. But there you go. There's some points for Solanke. It'd been good for you this game week anyway. Amir Hajar is in the chat as well. Transferred Vardy for Laka for next week. Then I'll do Sane for Hazard. That looks like a decent move, to be fair. Rahul Game says, managers should consider FPL while dropping players. We put a lot of research and time to build our teams, and then they go mess it up. Yeah. Like I said, I hope if they do have their own managers FPL league, that they at least aren't allowed to put their own players in, so they can mess with each other but can't really favour themselves. Desiree Sharija, I have Salah and Azzy. It's a horrible week. Again, it depends what your points is, because it doesn't look like you need a great point total to actually do well this game week. Rahul Game is watching Chelsea versus Swans. Blues not taking their chances. To be honest, a lot of people don't want Chelsea to now take their chances because they don't have the players that are playing for those teams. I still have Norton, don't I? So a Swansea clean sheet would be epic for me. Doubt it's going to happen, but that would be epic. Daz Dark, do you have Chris Wood? That's good for you if you've got Chris Wood. Like I said, any points this week could be really beneficial for you, or this game week. I haven't shared out the video, actually. I forgot. I was so busy watching the game and setting everything up that I've not actually tweeted out the fact that I'm live streaming. Some people will be watching the game, so I don't expect this stream to do as well as the usual streams do, but that's fine. Hopefully the video will bang afterwards, so... So, just tweeting out the stream. Of course, guys, as usual, feel free to share and like the stream. It always helps me out, so it's much appreciated. Everton look a lot better now that they've scored that one goal, to be fair to them. They looked a bit poor to begin with, a bit nervous. But now they do actually look like they have a fire lit under them and are actually giving West Ham a game. They're 1-0 up and seem to be a lot more in control than they were at the start of this game. TP Football Analysis, Forza has made 4 saves so far, so I think a City goal is coming. Plus Southampton dropped Austin, madness. It doesn't surprise me at Southampton, nothing seems to be going right down there. If Forster does keep a clean sheet, 4 saves already, if Man City keep peppering that goal, that could be really good for them. Ismail Mayet, Salah and Hazard and Clavin are not playing today, so I'm sad. Look, a lot of people are sad today. Even Mohamed Salah is the big one, I think. A lot of people have Mohamed Salah. But that is a plus, because if everyone has him, because if we look at his ownership, Salah is actually owned, team selected by 48.7%. So at the moment, 48.7% of all players are feeling the same pain you are. So your high ownership players probably won't make that big a difference to your game week. Do I think Salah will come off the bench? I have no idea. To be honest, I think if Liverpool are winning, they won't bring him on. If Liverpool are losing then or drawing, they might bring him on. Yushfalur, welcome to Benched 11, where my goalkeeper has just saved a penalty. He's not getting a clean sheet though, because if he saved a penalty and was getting a clean sheet, then yeah, you'd hate to see those points on your bench. How you doing, Ayush? Anyway, thank you for joining the stream. We've just hit 20 watching, 10 minutes in. Of course, this stream might not do as well as usual, but a lot of people watching football games. By the way, what is everyone drinking? Of course, I'm on the beer as usual. Ayush Falur and my captain's also scored. Rooney's just scored again, ladies and gentlemen. Rooney scored 2 goals. Anyone with Rooney, do something in the chat. Celebrate. Do a dancing emoji in the chat. Because Rooney's just scored you 2. And that could be huge this game week. I've not seen the goal. I just saw him celebrating. But I'm assuming it's Rooney who scored. That is big for any Rooney owners. Absolutely massive. So I'm trying to reset my phone so I don't see all the old news. And I just see the new goal notifications. To be honest, ball put in a box. Defender tries to get it out. It falls to Rooney. And Rooney tucks it away nicely. Tom Davies might get the assist. But it did take a deflection. Not a massive one, though. So, but anyone with Everton, Rooney in their team right now, celebrate. Celebrate big. Looking like around 21 points for me. Bad game week again. Look, like I said, 21 points is still above the average as long as no high-end players that you own score. Rahul Game has a dilemma of who he thinks he's going to win and who he needs to get a clean sheet in the Chelsea-Swansea game because it looks like Fabianski is coming in. What are we drinking tonight? I did just say that. I did forget to mention it. Apparently it's Kenny with the assists, not Tom Davies, just so any Tom Davies owners don't get really happy. Real DMC, I'm putting all my faith in Jesus and Morata to score. Come on, lads. Jesus, I'm with you on that one. If Jesus scores, we riot. As far as Morata, I didn't bring him in. I wanted to. Rahul Game says Conte has been sent to the stands. So things aren't exactly going to plan for Chelsea right now. Yushfalur, nobody's dropped. It's more rested. I wouldn't panic if some of your big players are on the bench today. It's clearly rest because of the quick turnaround in fixtures. It looks like Adamo's captain may not be playing. Emir Hajar now, right now has Laka, Kolisic, Choupo-Moting and Sane don't play. Laka's playing though, isn't he? Because he scored. I'm sure he's playing. Yushfalur, yeah, to be honest, I think everyone was hoping, because of his form, that he just was undroppable. But I guess in this day and age, no one's undroppable. Are Liverpool winning at Stoke? I've not got any notification about that. Which means my notifications aren't working for every game, which is annoying. Alright, David. Applause for you. Well done calling Rooney. We're only literally 30 minutes into the game week, Odd. And yeah, Rooney's done bits. Yeah, Real DMC. If anyone's player scores, emojis in the chat. Chelsea defenders way to go for the next 10 games. As long as they don't get rested, like Azpilicueta, which was the one I was heavily suggesting. Didn't think he'd get dropped, but what do I know? I was the one that also said Sane looked like the most nailed-on player out of the 4 attacking players at Man City. And guess what the lineup is today? Sterling, Aguero and Jesus. And Pep came out and said, I'm not going to play Aguero and Jesus together with Mendy injured, and then he goes and does it. So Pep Guardiola is a troll. I've got Rooney on the bench, and I'm a West Ham fan. Maxwell Ebdon. Wow, that has to be painful. Alan Arjundinovic, I've had as my captain. That has to hurt as well. I'm really sorry for all you guys that have a captain that's on the bench, because that's like double the pain. Apparently Mane... Oh yeah, I did see Mane scored. What am I talking about? I saw that. Ismail, if De Bruyne scores for you, all the best for you, mate. But we're all waiting for Man City to score, aren't we? Because I need Jesus to score. TP Football Analysis. Game Week 15 will be known as the one where football managers decided to be annoying. To be fair, it was one of those that a lot of people were calling, and it's just whether you got lucky or not, personally. That's the way I see it. Fortunately for me, my bench have all got 1 point each, so I'll get at least 1 point for the players that haven't scored. If only someone on my bench, or the first option on my bench, had scored big. And that's something to be wary of. Your player may be on the bench, but has every one of your 11 started? Because if they haven't, you've just got to pray that one of your 11... Like, if you've got Rooney on the bench, pray one of your 11 hasn't started and doesn't get brought on as a sub. If the City game ends 0-0, I get a clean sheet off of Otamendi, so that's okay. Desari Charija says Pep is an FPL player. Amir Hajar says Morata is my captain. Pep loves Sterling, I think. Hope he scores. I thought he loved Sterling. I even went as far to say as I think Sterling will looks nailed on, and then of course whenever I say someone looks nailed on, I kind of put like the dagger in the heart of anyone that takes my advice on that. So if you ever hear me say I think this player is nailed on, that's the time when they're gonna get taken out the side, because as soon as I say it, I swear some managers must watch my streams or my videos, because they must go, okay, JNO said it, I've become too predictable, let's take him out the side. Alan Archer, your second name is really hard to say, so I'm going to say Alan from now on. Hates Conte. Daz Dark, I don't want City to score as Cedric will be coming on as Aspilicueta is resting. Okay, so you want the clean sheet from Cedric. Ayush Valur, only player of mine to be benched is Salah. Rest 14 started. This could be the week where I boost in rankings. I mean, I've got an awful score, but I'm boosted in the rankings at the moment. So you could climb some serious rankings, because some people could have been hurt more than you have been. TP Football Analysis. I hope Salah doesn't get brought on last minute and Morata Vice scores a brace. I see. So yeah, you've got to hope. If Morata scores, you've got to hope Salah doesn't come on. If Morata hasn't scored and then Salah comes on and gets anything, that's good for you though. Real Dim C's got Vardy on his bench, so it's not all bad for him. He's got someone there ready to come on for him. Hopefully Burnley keeps a clean sheet, then I'll get 18 points. Hopefully, I'm praying that I've been clever enough to put Pope in goal for me. Yeah, Pope is in goal, so I'm hoping for a clean sheet there. Unfortunately, for some reason, I put me this far back. Why? Me should have been here. But then again, like I said, I didn't do anything before my deadline. Davis isn't going to play. Salah isn't going to play. Part of me is hoping that if Burnley get a clean sheet, Salah and Abraham don't come on, because then I should get Me's points as well. Because Mbemba's game is played already, I think. Yeah, 90 minutes. Not much happening, 2-2. Didn't get any points for me. But even Mbemba played, so I got a little bit lucky, to be fair. But why on earth I don't have me as my first substitute with Bournemouth? Oh, what am I thinking? Rahul Game also doesn't want Man City to score. Luke Frith could really do with Hazard and Silva to come on at half time. Daz Dark had Hennessy in goal, got 9 points yesterday. Well done for Wayne Hennessy. Which means, I suppose, Speroni didn't start. Which is surprising. Otamendi must get a clean sheet because as he is not playing, he must save us. How many people need Otamendi to do something for them this game week? If so, put it in the chat. It is half time at the Arsenal-Huddersfield game. It is 1-0 in that game at the moment. Rahul Game. Abraham wasn't meant to play the last game, but he got brought on for like 3 minutes. Swansea manager decided to mess up my team by bringing him on for 3 minutes. Stoke apparently have a penalty. So if Stoke have a penalty, that's interesting. Chelsea Swansea is 0-0 at half time. We will go over bonus points as they stand at the moment. It's 1-0 for Burnley against Bournemouth. Arsenal 1-0 against Huddersfield. West Ham look really poor. And part of me is like, David Moyes, is that really the solution? But never mind. Adam O thinks Chelsea aren't playing well, so he's hoping Salah comes on and does something. A few people need Otamendi to save their game week. If Otamendi gets a clean sheet and scores a goal, we riot, and I go and get a beer and down it. You heard it here. That was made as a forfeit recently, but if Otamendi scores and gets a clean sheet, I will go grab a can of beer and I will down it. I'll probably put it in a glass first just because, you know, don't want to be an animal. Rahul Game, you genius. He can't play, can he? Why did I forget that? It's his parent club. He can't play against them. Awesome. So I will definitely get Carroll coming on. Then I'll get Mbemba coming on. So I just need Salah not to play if Burnley keep a clean sheet. As soon as Burnley concede, Salah can come on. Ismail Mayet trolling me. Stoke got a free kick, not a penalty. Thomas McCarthy reminding everyone to please like and share. Alan Arjadinovic. I will learn how to say that. He says, who is the best player in the world, according to me? You know what? I'm always of the mindset that I actually prefer a world-class midfielder to a world-class forward. But right now, unless Kevin De Bruyne has a long period of being as good as he currently is, I prefer Ronaldo. I'd say Ronaldo's the best player in the world, according to me. Don't get me wrong, I would love Messi at my club as well. I would love Neymar at my club as well. But for me, Ronaldo can be a real game. So can Messi. It's kind of what player you prefer. And because I watch Premier League, I just feel like Ronaldo would do better in the Premier League. But because I've seen him in the Premier League for one, so that kind of helps. TP Football Analysis. I hope Otamendi scores. He is in my team. We're all hoping he scores. A goal and a clean sheet, and we riot if Otamendi gets that. Ben Mee scoring. If he scores, I'm going to be nervous that Salah comes on. Real DMC has work in the morning. I've got work, but not in the morning, so that's why I'm drinking. Desiree Charija, they never change once they've put it all in, the positions. Like, for instance, Milner now is playing more midfield than left-back. Last year he was playing left-back. That's just the way the game works, which you have to avoid the players that are playing further back, ideally, and you want to bring in the players that are playing further forward. So we've had situations where you've had midfielders that are pretty much playing as striker, because when FPL put them into the game, they didn't know where they were going to play. You've also had situations where defenders are pretty much playing as midfielders, as left wingers. So yeah, that's something you've got to look at and try and take advantage of. Siraj is in the stream. How are you doing, everyone? Or how are you doing, Siraj? I've said how you doing to everyone else. Michael Foley, I'll do the same if Azpilicueta gets a goal when he comes on, I promise. So if one of your defenders scores a goal and get a clean sheet, you have to down a point. That's the promise. Why is it Southampton never learn? Austin should have been the first name on the list. I don't know. Austin's a proven scorer in the Premiership. He did it at a worse side in QPR. But they keep rotating and none of their strikers seem to get a good run in the team and get a chance to make that spot their own. Mate, I wish I could call Klopp. Imagine you saw me get the phone and go, I'm just calling Jurgen Klopp. And then if you're watching the Liverpool game, you see Jurgen Klopp in the dugout going, yeah, okay, no Salah. Salah, go on. Apparently, TP says 2 of the defenders for Southampton have been very close to scoring. So City defenders, as people with a City defence should be worried. Don't tell me that. That is not what I want to hear. Ismail Mayer, I remember when Charlie Austin was on fire at QPR because he was in my team and it really helped me in my ranking for that year. Real DMC's drinking Pucker Detox tea. That's fair play to you. I'm not a tea drinker, I'm more of a coffee drinker. Is House that medical show, Siraj? Because I watched that on holiday once. It was one of the only shows that they had with that was in English on a holiday I was in. And you'd hear the introduction, it'd be blah, 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 House. But yeah, I have fond memories of House. I haven't watched it recently though. I don't even know if it's still on. TP, downing a pint, good game week. If I could have a great game week every game week just by downing a pint, I would do it. Alan asks, who should I captain next game week? Hazard, Salah, Morata or Kane? Because they haven't started, I feel like Hazard and Salah will start this weekend. So I'd say they're good shouts. Kane and Morata have both started. There's the potential that they could get rested now. But against Newcastle next game week, Hazard is a good shout. Brighton Hove Albion, Salah's a decent shout. I'd say out of the 2, I'd expect Chelsea to score higher than Liverpool. As far as Spurs are concerned, Watford away. Spurs seem to play better away, to be fair. But Kane is a rotation risk. So I'd probably say Hazard if I was going to pick out of all those players without being boring like I usually am and just going with Harry Kane. Desiree Charija, Morata must score. Ismail Mayer, I'm probably the only guy from South Africa in this chat. You never know, I'm quite international now, you know. Thomas McCarthy, let me just go over that in a second for you. I'm not watching the Chelsea game, so I have no idea about Morata scoring. But let me update you guys on the scores at half-time. I don't think all the games are kicking off at the same time, but we have, it's 1-0 Huddersfield. Sorry, 1-0 Arsenal against Huddersfield. Lacazette was the goal scorer there. Bournemouth versus Burnley. Burnley are winning 1-0. Charlie Wood scored in that one. Chelsea Swansea. It is 0-0 at half time in that game. We don't have any other updates on my notifications at the moment. He should, as Chelsea are creating chances. I think he's talking about Morata scoring there. Yeah, I've watched House before. I've not watched all of it. Dinesh L is in the chat. How are you doing, Dinesh? Hope you're good. So let me just update you guys on bonus points as they potentially come in. Of course, this will change drastically if results and performances change drastically. But so far, in the games that have already reached half-time, we're looking at, for the Arsenal-Huddersfield game, Lacazette looks like he's on 3 bonus points on top of the goal he scored. Mustafi then actually looks like he's getting the 2 bonus points, with Ramsey, the assister, in this game getting 1 bonus point. We then have the Bournemouth-Burnley game. At half-time, it's 1-0, like I said, to Burnley. Looks like Wood is currently on for 3 bonus points. Brady, the person that got the assist, is on for 2. And Bardsley is actually on for 1. So many of the well-owned Burnley players, the defenders like Ben Mee, Ward and Nick Pope, aren't on any bonus points at the moment. And as far as the Chelsea-Swansea game, Fabianski is dominating the bonus points race at the moment on 3. And then it's Rudiger and Kante on 2 and 1 apiece. So if you've got any of them, you're getting a few extra points through bonus points. So hopefully some of you own them. Alan saying, I am a legend. I don't want to get too big-headed, mate. You know, I'm alright. I'm not too bad. Dinesh L also sharing the bonus points. Elias Hussein is from South Africa as well. There you go. See, I'm worldwide now. I'm almost as good as what's his name? I've forgotten his name. Mr. Worldwide, that rapper bloke from some South American country. I want to say Daddy Yankee, but I don't think it's Daddy Yankee. It's a different one. Why didn't Richarlison get bonus points? He hit the woodwork. It all is based off of overall performance, and there's certain things in the bonus point system that will get you those bonus points. So, you know, sometimes you could watch a game and be sure your player's going to get bonus points, and he just hasn't been getting the stats in. Chaos is in the chat. I don't think I saw you. So how are you doing, Chaos? Hirschverleur is annoyed that Liverpool have only scored 1, but he's shocked they haven't conceded either. We've got bonus points coming in for the other fixtures. For the Liverpool game, the bonus points look like Mane is on 3, Solanke is on 2, and Moreno is on 1. I know we've got some Moreno owners in the chat. As far as the Manchester City-Southampton game, Fraser Forster is currently on 3 bonus points and a clean sheet. So if you've got him and Southampton hold on, that is a great result for you. And then we've got De Bruyne on 2, and then Delph and Lamina are sharing 1 point each as it stands, but it may change, of course. And then Rooney is on all 3 bonus points as well as 2 goals. Then it's Joe Hart on 2 bonus points, and then Paddy Kenny also on 2 bonus points as it stands. Pitbull, there we go. Thank you, Desiree. I forgot his name for some strange reason. Ismail Mayer, you get the bonus points if your performance is good enough, despite whether your team wins or loses. Usually, though, you don't get many players on the losing team getting bonus points. Chaos says Liverpool need to score more. Stoke are dominating a little bit. Apparently, Mane hit the post. Siraj wants the bonus point system cancelled. It sucks. I mean, I don't mind it as long as I'm getting the bonus points. Real DMC, when you're super famous, don't forget us. I think it's a long road till it gets to that point, mate. But don't worry. I can never promise what I'll be like in the future. But I don't plan to suddenly be forgetting who helped me at the beginning. Ayush wants the bonus point system to stay. No other fantasy football system has it. Okay, Siraj, I think what you're reading is the bonus point system and not the bonus points. So you get points in the game if you do certain things like hit the woodwork, the amount of passes you make, the amount of interceptions you make. All of that adds to your bonus point system score, and then that overall score is ranked against everyone else in the game, and then the person on the top gets 3 bonus points, then the person with the second amount of BPS, bonus point system points, gets 2 points, and then the person in third gets 1 point. So it's not the bonus point system points that you get that get added to your score in the game. It's that gets calculated in a game, and then the top 3 players get 3, 2 and 1 points each. And then of course if 2 players are on the same, then that could affect people below. You might not get someone on 1 bonus point if 3 people are all on the same score and they all get 3 points. That's how it works. So hitting the woodwork wouldn't get you a bonus point. Apparently Lacazette was subbed out in the 46th minute. Chaos says Liverpool should be up 3-0 right now. Mignolet lucky to be on the pitch. James Cartwright right now wants Swansea to keep that clean sheet because he's got Fabianski coming on from the bench. Apparently Ayush Valur says Moreno won an aerial duel against Peter Crouch. That can't have happened. Ayush, I question if you're on any sort of substance, mate. Dinesh L wants to replace Vertonghen. Need your suggestions. Currently have Ward, Moreno, Otamendi, Norton. Man City defenders aren't bad. Chelsea defenders aren't bad either. So for someone like Vertonghen, I'd say you'd be looking at Chelsea with their fixtures, because Chelsea's fixtures coming up are Newcastle, West Ham, Huddersfield, Southampton, Everton. So definitely look at Chelsea. TP Football Analysis, Everton versus West Ham is on BT Sports. That's what I'm watching it on. I think Dinesh L gave me a price tag there. £5.4 million defender. So I didn't know I had a price tag, so apologies for that. If we actually have a look then, let's have a look at the £5.4 million defenders. Okay, if you haven't, I think you said you had Burnley already. But Ward and me are the high scoring other than Phil Jones. When Phil Jones comes back, he does seem favoured by Mourinho, so he may be a good shout to bring in straight away. But after he's back, he'll probably go up in price. You've got Charlie Daniels. The fixture list isn't too bad for them. Actually, it gets pretty bad after 2 game weeks, so I probably wouldn't look at them anymore. Maguire got 4 decent fixtures, and then whilst it gets tougher, it's good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. So potentially you could go Harry Maguire. Carl Norton's been doing decent for me, 50 points for 4.6 million. Mustafi is still available at 5.4. Did you say you had him? Because if you don't have Mustafi, then I'd probably say he's your best shout. Because I think their fixtures are pretty decent, Arsenal's. Yeah, once I get past Man United, 3 good games, then a bad game, 2 good games, then a bad game, then 4 good games. So Mustafi could be a good shout. Chelsea have scored, so Swansea clean sheet is out of the picture. It's not Marasa, it's Rudiger with the goal, Kante with the assist. So that's bad news for me. I was hoping Norton would get me a clean sheet. That's no longer on the card, so I now need a Norton assist, ideally. But unfortunately for people, that's probably already been mentioned in the chat, but I've only just seen it. Ishvalu is scared every time Stoke get a corner. Florin Sandu is in the chat. How are you doing, Florin? Siraj says they're saving Lacazette for Man United. Ayush Valur, if results stay the same, Spurs fall to 7th. Legend has it they're still watching DVD highlights of Spurs 3, Real Madrid 1. Desiree Charija, Liverpool must concede that Salah will come on. Yep, people in the chat already know about the Chelsea goal. Mane looked tired at the end of the first half. That's promising for Salah to come on. Crouch seems to grow by an inch every time I see him. Hell, I'm definitely on a substance. I'm not going to comment on that sentence at all. Chaos wouldn't be surprised if Salah comes on for Mane. Sorry, work is just messaging me. Ayush Valur is saying Rudiger of all people to score. If Salah comes in, then I'm quite... No, I want Pope's clean sheet as well, to be fair. So, if Salah comes on, it's fine. But he needs to score if he comes on. TP, that is something that has been in the game for a while. If you save the penalty, you still get the penalty save points, even if you concede from the rebound. So, that is strange, but it's always worked that way. I don't know why. Anyone that has Rudiger, you do realise now you might have to down a beer if they keep a clean sheet as well. TP wants to make a bet that Southampton are about to ruin Manchester City's unbeaten run. Anyone want to take that bet? Desiree Charija says Morata is running around like a headless chicken. I'm not sure that's a good look. Adam O thinks Manchester City will score 3 in the second half. Everyone in the chat, put what you think will happen in the Manchester City versus Southampton game. Do you think Man City will score in the second half? Do you think Southampton will score in the second half? It's possible. It's me on Mayor. I think Liverpool just need 2 solid defenders and then they can win the league. 2 solid defenders, a good goalkeeper and a really good defensive midfielder, and then I agree with you. If they had Kante and then a decent goalkeeper, they could probably win the league without improving their defence. That's how good Kante is in my mind. Who do I think will be the most consistent this season? From Alan. If you're talking about Ronaldo and Messi, I don't watch enough of the Liga Santander, is it, to know. I think that's what it's called now. It used to be BBVA, but I think it's now called Santander. If you're talking about anything else, let me know in the chat. Ismail Mayet wants to know who came on for Lacazette. Yeah, we're still waiting for goals from Jesus and Morata. Apparently Giroud came on for Lacazette. Sorry, basically I have Pope, but I also have Ben Mee on my bench, but for some strange reason I put Ben Mee as my 3rd sub because I didn't change my side before the deadline. If Salah doesn't come on and if Abraham doesn't come on, Davis already hasn't played for me, so I could get all 3 of those players coming on from my bench. If Mee gets a clean sheet, those points will be of benefit to me coming on. Jano's like Batman. In the morning he has a day job and at night he's a stream god. Or goth. I'm not sure about the Goff bit. I don't think I'm that much like a Goff. I wish I was a stream god. I'm working towards that. If me scores a hat-trick and he stays on my bench, I will cry. Do you want that to happen to me, Siraj? My day job, I am in security. I mean, my actual title is loss prevention. I'm an advisor, but you know, it's a posh title for basically how can you stop a company from losing money from external theft, internal theft, refund fraud, and other stuff, damages, merchandise protection, all very boring stuff. It's kind of what I just fell into. My first job was security because I'm a big dude, and when I was younger I was quite fast, and as I've progressed I've got to do more stuff involved with that, but it's basically security, but they like to give it nicer titles. But hopefully soon my day job will be like vlogger or FPL expert or streamer or something. Jack Nash says lowest scoring week in a long time. I don't remember many low scoring weeks like this before, so this is where you'd really jump in ranking if you had someone like Rooney. Unbelievable how hectic City is without David Silva. Yush Falur says he feels City is overrated. I mean, I think it's hard to say someone's overrated when they're unbeaten so far in the season. Last time I remember people saying that was Leicester. J Rock's still hurting about the players he's missing. Siraj thinks Aguero and Sterling will score for City. Real DMC thinks Jesus will score twice. If Jesus scores twice, we riot. Thomas McCarthy thinks City will get 6. I'm not sure they'll get 6, but it is possible with them. Chaos, I don't think anyone would mind having Kante at their side. Who do I think would be most consistent in the FPL? If you're talking about players, Salah is looking like a really good shout for me at the moment as one of the most consistent players. I'd say Salah's the only one that I'm really got that much faith in. Richarlison actually looks really consistent as well at the moment. Did Richarlison get me points this week? No. So he's let me down this week. Salah's only letting me down because he's not playing. Lovren nutmegged himself today. Lovren has to be the most overrated defender I think I've ever watched in the Premier League. How did he look so good at Southampton? Because he did look good at Southampton. Southampton looked good. Liverpool have a bad habit of buying Southampton players, and they're not as good as they were at Southampton. Oh, Otamendi with the goal. De Bruyne with the assist. Otamendi, lads. Otamendi. I might have to go get a beer and down it. My game week may have just taken an upturn. I know you guys probably already knew this happened, but I've just seen it. Otamendi could be saving my game week. I forgive you for that own goal, Otamendi. TP Football Analysis, K. I think realistic City will win. But if I'm right, you guys will have to eat your words. At the moment, we're alright. Rahul Game. Chaos Kante is not for sale. Be happy with Henderson. We've got another goal for Burnley. Brady with the goal. Goodmanson with the assist. That's not Ben Mee. That's all I care about right now. Unless Salah doesn't come on. Dinesh L, one of my mates, has triple captained Aguero and has Jesus as his second striker. That's a risky move in this game week to triple captain someone when the risk of rotation was so high. Hey Yush, Mark Southern knows I exist, which is a plus. So you never know. One day I may get a call or an email saying, "Do you fancy coming down to the studios?" And even if I was broke, I would run there. And I can't run that far. I'm good at sprinting, but I'm not good at running distances. No worries, J-Rock. We just try and keep it PG because YouTube is so militant about that kind of stuff at the moment. Right now, YouTube aren't having a good time, which also hurts us creators because we're not getting the advertisement revenue that we'd usually get. But yeah, YouTube is hurting at the moment because of YouTube Kids and the child channels. If you didn't know, there's been a lot of videos put on the child channels that are suspect to say the least. And it's suddenly come to light, and advertisers are again pulling out of YouTube because their adverts are getting put next to child videos that children shouldn't really be watching. Like literally, I don't trust YouTube Kids at all from what I've seen. But don't worry about it, J-Rock. Just try and keep it. I will swear sometimes as well, and I apologise it as well because it will just come out. But we try and keep it as PG as possible. Try and put a few adult jokes in there, but try and make them a bit discreet. Okay, apparently people are saying it's an own goal, but my phone is saying it's going down as an Otamendi goal. So I'm presuming I'm not getting the notification. Oh, okay. No! Ah, okay, yeah, I've just got the update. Van Dijk picked up the last touch and it's given as an own goal. De Bruyne with the assist. If Otamendi got any sort of touch, surely Otamendi should be getting the assist. But damn it. Damn it! Ah. Alan, the best young talent in the world. Am I allowed to say Neymar? You know what? I don't really like to say because it could all easily change for youngsters very, very quickly. I'm just gutted about Otamendi. I really thought Otamendi has literally skyrocketed me up the rankings. Damn you, Premier League. I'm just reading all the stuff about Otamendi and Van Dijk now. Yep, it's called right there. Who said that? Someone's about to be disappointed at Adamo. I'm very disappointed. If it's an own goal, that's gutting, that is. Apparently Giroud scored. AM Saturday saying Giroud has scored. Mark Southern is good at the game, trust me. Hopefully I can get that consistent at some point. Sanchez has scored, Ozil with the assist. Giroud with a goal, Ozil with the assist. So Arsenal are lighting it up. Wish I had Sanchez. I really wish I'd transferred in an Arsenal player right now. And to think, all my focus was on Chelsea players. I didn't know how old Neymar is. 26 is young, for me. So, ayush. Don't be calling 26 old. Best English player. I'd have to say Harry Kane. I really don't rate many English players at the moment. See you later, Daz Dark. Thank you for joining the stream. We really need to get Arsenal coverage after the United match. I think Ramsey would probably do, but if Sanchez starts to hit form, Sanchez is dangerous. Apparently Salah is sitting on the bench like a boss. can't believe that didn't go down as an Otamendi goal. Are you kidding me, game or life? I think Ramsey's the one to get if you are worried about budget. AM Saturday, shush. 26 is not old. I'd say Sanchez is a world-class player. Arsenal 4. Are you kidding me? Catch you later, Chaos. Mate, I've lost it a long time ago then. Not a Mendy. James Cartwright, you may have just cheered me up a little bit with that one. Cheers for that, Chaos. Wenger in. I've not seen that much. Alright, guys. Stop saying 26 is old, because you're killing me here. You're killing me. Yeah, Ozil with a goal. Ramsey with the assist. Anyone have an Arsenal player? Because well done to you if you've got an Arsenal player. When the ball simply hits you, it should be an own goal. Is that should be? Basically, I think the rule is if it hits you and it was on target anyway and it doesn't make that much of a difference, it goes down as it just hit you and it's the player before's goal. But if it takes a significant deflection and that is the reason it goes in, then that is why you get the own goal instead of it going down as the player's goal who took the shot. Is Asby on the bench for Chelsea? I have 2 defenders on my bench with clean sheets as it stands. I think Asby is on the bench, as far as I'm aware. Give Ozil his money. He looks like a boss. TP, down a pint anyway. I'm not just going to down a pint for free. That sets a bad precedent. Then you could come in every stream, TP, and just say, down a pint. Go on. Florence Sandu, I've considered bringing him in so many times. I wish I had now. AM Saturday, missing the flock. Speaking of the flock, I'm trying to release a Team Flock t-shirt. So, you know. I seriously wish I had Arsenal players. Arsenal fans are over the moon right now. Yeah, don't worry about it, I am pretty old. I feel it sometimes. Max or Ebdon goes down as a KDB goal. Mate, if it goes down as a KDB goal, I'm even more annoyed. Ismail Mayer, I have a Wobie. Ouch. Florence Sandu has Monreal. Siraj, no worries. Like I said, it happens. Sometimes we lose it, don't we? I probably almost swore when Otamendi didn't get that goal, and I thought he had. Has De Bruyne got the goal? Livid if De Bruyne has the goal. Well, actually, I'm livid anyway because Otamendi doesn't have it. But I'm sure the notifications I get say it's going down as Van Dijk own goal. Apparently another penalty for Everton. I've just seen it. My iPad's a bit behind. So we have another penalty for Everton. Jesus assist will do me, false 9. If that is the case, I will take the Jesus assist. That's still points for me. Is Hart getting another penalty save? Is that what I've just read in the chat? Alright, here we go. Oh no, it's a Pickford save. Who took the penalty? I didn't know it was a West Ham penalty. That's how much I'm paying attention down there. Mate, who has Pickford? If you have Pickford, you're laughing as well. Lanzini missing a penalty. Lanzini, you're meant to be our new saviour. What? You're not saving us. Salah training. Do you mean warming up? Please don't say that. Salah. Burnley is still on a blimmin' penalty save at the moment. Southampton and City will finish 1-1 according to Desiree Charija. Salah warming up. A bit worried now, because Burnley are still on that clean sheet. So unless Salah scores, that's losing me points. Hazard is coming on as well. So there's still time for some of you guys with the big players to have them score goals. I mean, it's not ideal for a player to only have 30 minutes to do it, but it's still possible. Has Jose got the assist? I need to know. Charlie Austin, if that's who you're talking about, AM, he's not playing today apparently. Wasn't on the starting lineup. Okay, let's have a look. My app is saying Jesus has got the assist. Otamendi still has the clean sheet. Pope on a clean sheet. Me sitting on my bench with a clean sheet. Carroll's going to come on with 2 points. But me right now isn't going to get on if Salah starts. Right now, Mbemba and Carroll are going to get on. Burnley clean sheet gone. Bournemouth scored. Okay, Salah, come on. Salah, get on. It's not a Ben Mee own goal, is it? Because if it's a Ben Mee own goal, Salah needs to come on now. Yeah, Jesus has the assist on my phone as well. So I'll take it, because that's still a clean sheet and an assist that I'm getting from the Man City game. Yeah, because right now my app is telling me I am on... Everton are on the attack as well at the moment. I am on 47 points. FPL average should be around 36. Top 1,000 are on 34. I should be rising to around the 250k mark. I'm telling Salah, he needs to get on the pitch. King with the goal, Defoe with the assist, according to my app. False 9, Otamendi to get bonus points. I'm looking forward to that. By the way, Joshua King, blast from the past, because Joshua King was a hero for me last season. Now, let's get Otamendi a goal and a Jesus assist again, or Otamendi assist, Jesus goal, and I'm happy. Pope's clean sheet is annoying, but with me getting points elsewhere, things are looking alright for me. Salah, get on the pitch. I don't need me anymore. But yeah, anyway, I was going to talk... I'm trying to make the Flock t-shirt, like Team Flock, and get some sort of design. Then I can make other t-shirts with it, like Flock Off, the Flock Flies. Maybe that would be a bit cannibalistic, but some sort of chicken cooking and say the stream is on fire. But yeah, all ideas bouncing around in this noggin as far as merch, because I think my merch is a bit plain. Could make it a little bit more interesting. Rahul Game says Chelsea are changing from 3-5-2 to the old 3-4-3 that they had been playing. Hazard and Drinkwater coming in. If me scores a hat-trick, then completely change what I said about Salah. If me's scored, then Salah doesn't need to come on. Don't troll me, J-Rock. Don't troll me. Mate, this is nerve-wracking. I don't like streaming while the games are happening. Because part of me is like, I need to know what's happening. But part of me is like, I need to be streaming. Questions have dried up at the moment. Siraj is still waiting for someone to save his week. You know what? I don't think my week needs saving. I'm still above the average, so I'm still doing alright. But I hope someone does pop up for you, Siraj. I could use a bird and a chili for the streamers on fire. Maybe I could use a drawing of a bird eating a chili and then fire coming out of his mouth. Streamers on fire. Maybe a cartoon of myself being chased by chickens in football shirts. Wow. I'd like to think I'm not scared of chickens. Florian Sandu still hates this game week. Thomas McCarthy, this is an estimated average, because of course it can change very quickly, especially with the bonus point system in effect. But my app is telling me the average for the game week right now is 42. I've dropped in ranking because of probably because of the Rooney hat-trick. Salah is on apparently, but yeah, I was on 43. The average was lower than that, but it's now 42. The top 1,000 are now on 40, so I have dropped live. Average is around 40 at the moment. Or was it 42? But it's around there. To be honest, if you're looking at the Fantasy Premier League website, it's usually well behind what's actually happening in games. If I had Rooney, I would have done some challenges or dares or something. Okay, Hazard is on for people. Salah and Hazard have both come on. Apparently the goal was from behind the halfway line. If that is the case, yeah, Joe Hart comes and... Wow. Oh dear. You know what's funny? Is because when I was younger, I supported Wimbledon, as a lot of you know. And David Beckham scored from past the halfway line against Wimbledon. I now follow West Ham, and what happens? Rooney scores from behind the halfway line. JNO, I am using the Football Fix app. Siraj, right now, packing your midfield seems to be a good move. Not many strikers really performing either. So, yeah, I have no problem with that. As far as a cheap midfielder, if you can afford Grosh or Richarlison, you've already got Richarlison, but if you can afford Grosh in that cheap midfielder slot. Otherwise, right now, Will Hughes is the hot property. You watch Rooney's skyrocketing transfers the way this game's going. Right now, as far as people going up in price, Sterling and Young should be going up tonight. Monreal is very close to going up in price. Sorry, guys. Something in my throat. Salah is on, God's sake. J-Rock shouted Salah. That better, if that's for a goal. Well, that's the thing. If you pack your defence, even if they're on the bench, if your midfielders don't play, they should come on. The must-have for the coming weekend. That's difficult because, like, Morata's played today, so he may be rested. Harry Kane's played today, he may be rested. I think Lukaku played yesterday, so he may be rested. Lacazette was brought off, so Lacazette will start. Who are Arsenal playing? Man United. Never mind. I have no idea who's the must-have player to start your striking lineup right now. I really don't know. Maybe Vardy, because they haven't had other competitions, Vardy will start. Maxwell Ebden has Cuco Martina and Rooney on the bench. So he doesn't want David Silva to come on. Apparently Arsenal have scored again. 4 live scores. I'm using Fantasy Football Fix. They have an app which tells you, like, yeah, it's 5-0, Kolasinac with assist. Anyone have Kolasinac? You've just got a clean sheet with an assist. Giroud has scored again. The problem is Lukaku are playing Arsenal. I think that could be a ball draw. Guys, this game week, it was looking really good a second ago. It's kind of gone down a bit with that Rooney goal and with the consistent scoring from that Arsenal side. Right now, okay, apparently the top 1,000 have dropped to 37 points. I'm still on 42. FPL average at 40. If Salah can get a goal, that would be epic. I need Otamendi to keep his clean sheet. An assist from Norton would be nice. I know it would come out of nowhere, but... Or something from Carroll. If Carroll could get anything, he would finally do something for me, because he's not done much for me this year. City have seriously slowed down in the amount of goals they scored, haven't they? So we got about 20 minutes left in the later kickoff games. Some of the games started at 7:45, some started at 8. 42 points is alright. It means I rise in the rankings. It means I'm up from where I was initially. It's only just above average, but it's average. I was a lot more above the average, but obviously a lot of people have Arsenal players. TP wants Pellegrino sacked. Real DMC is begging for a goal from Mohamed Salah. This could all change if Southampton score. I lose Otamendi's clean sheet. And Otamendi's clean sheet right now is like a big amount of my points. So, whilst my game week has looked good for the majority of this game week, this Man City game is now vitally important to me. If Otamendi doesn't get that clean sheet, I'm having a bad game week. As far as West Ham, I'm not even sure why I'm still watching this game. I understand where you're coming from, Siraj, but I need Otamendi to keep this clean sheet. If Otamendi's not going to keep this clean sheet, I need Salah or Jesus to score, and I need him to score soon. I don't even know why I'm still watching this West Ham Everton game. West Ham have been poor. That's it. The beers are finished. So if Otamendi does score and keep a clean sheet, I'm going to have to go grab another beer. The chat has died. Where's everyone gone? Everyone's nailed to their screens watching the games now. Begging for that. Oh, Adam O saying holy... Salah scored. Jog on. Jog on. Mohamed Salah is player of the month, no doubt. If you guys have collectively decided to pull my leg, I'm not going to be happy. But if Salah has scored with a volley, stop it, guys. Seriously, the false nine saying it, Saraj saying it. Now TP, you are kidding me. Don't try it, TP. Jog on. The scenes, if what you guys are saying is all true, the scenes. Alright, now this is getting silly because now apparently Southampton has scored. It's like you all got together and decided to just troll J&O. I know I said... Oh, wow. There goes my Otamendi clean sheet. Wow. Hopefully you guys aren't kidding about Salah. Because I need that goal now. To be honest though, Otamendi clean sheet is better than a Salah goal. Because Salah's owned by so many people. He has actually scored. So I don't know what that does to me. But I think the Otamendi clean sheet actually improved my ranking more than a Salah goal. Who was it that put in the chat to put a bet on a draw? Man City, Southampton? Okay. Otamendi's clean sheet is gone on my app, but Salah's goal isn't added yet. So right now, I'm now on 36 points with the top 1,000 and the FPL average is still 40. And I've dropped in ranking. But Mohamed Salah is a G if he's just gone and scored. But yeah, Florin Sandu, Otamendi's clean sheet is more important than a Salah goal. And apparently Everton has scored again. My stream is obviously a bit slow. I am watching it on my Virgin Media app, but it's clearly behind what you guys are watching live. Rahul Game now says Chelsea are winning 1-0. I don't know what to believe anymore, guys. If Otamendi had scored, like... If Otamendi scores now, that still is awesome. There's not much long left for City, though, is there? Desiree Churaja, that's who said it. I remember you saying put a bet on it. West Ham are crumbling. Who are West Ham playing next? Ladies and gentlemen, West Ham are playing next. Manchester City. Oh my gosh. Who will start though? Because Jesus and Aguero started. So who knows what's going to happen with that. I've now got 2 transfers though, which, you know. Salah's goal has gone in. Nice. So I am now on 41 points. The FPL average is 40, apparently. But yeah, I was doing a lot better with that Otamendi clean sheet than that Salah goal. But Salah is a G. An absolute G. I think Everton scoring this many, with, as far as I'm aware, Rooney and Calvert-Lewin starting, leading the line. Bit worrying for Niasse, I'm not going to lie. The problem with the live game week streams, TP, is especially if there's any game on TV, it's just not going to be that popular, is it? Because people are going to be watching the games. TP's claiming victory. To be honest, they're still not beaten, and I think, to be fair, it's unlikely that any club would ever go a whole season winning every game. But TP called it. He was saying that he didn't feel like he did feel like Southampton were going to score. Siraj says City drop points, I drink Corona. Maybe I'll go grab another one to have a drink with you, because it's always nice for the league to stay competitive. I wouldn't captain David Silva against West Ham. Now I've said that, David Silva will score 2. Who's got a minus for yellow card? Is that Morata's got the minus for the yellow card? I need something else to happen though. What do I need right now to really improve my game week? Ismail Mayer, don't be pulling my leg. I mean, it means I'm only beating like 52% of players if Salah has. If you guys are being serious, what did I say? What did I say? Who should you captain? Because I believe I suggested a captain pick, did I not? Seriously, if he scored again, I did tell you guys. It's on my phone says he scored again. Should have captained him. I said. Who was my captain pick? I know I was boring and went for Kane. But... And to be honest, if you had captained Salah, how many of you were worried at the beginning of this game week or beginning of Wednesday's fixtures when he didn't start? Real DMC, you're welcome. You're welcome, Real DMC. Desiree Charija, I feel sorry for you. This chat is not going the way you want it to right now, is it? Look, I'll be honest. Salah, I should have captained him. I thought he would do well. I thought even if he didn't start, he would be there to come on if Liverpool weren't winning. However, one, I just feel like Kane is going to get a brace eventually. But two, I did feel like it was a rotation risk, and I was right there. But Adamo, feel free to mention it over and over again. Florence Sandin, that's correct. I'm always looking at Kane thinking, can I take the arm man off of him? Because I know what he could potentially do. TP, did you captain Salah as well? Look, at the end of the day, this is part luck because he didn't start the game. So, but Salah has just been that on form that you can't ignore someone that is as on form as Salah. By the way, any of you that play Ultimate Team, Player of the Match, Player of the Month Salah should be a ridiculous card. They surely have to boost him up. See, I'm now on a game week score of 44, and the average is apparently still 40. So people that had Salah were clearly lower than me, and the people above me didn't have Salah. So I'm rising thanks to Salah. And I'm also glad that me didn't get a clean sheet now. Salah has Player of the Month in the bag, surely. Salah is the one right now. Out of all the premium players in the game, Salah is the one you need to have. There are other good, great players in that bunch. Like right now, Özil and Sanchez have had, I think, out of 3 or 4 game weeks, 2 really good game weeks. But, you know, Salah's the most consistent. You have to look at consistency. Unfortunately, they're actually TP. Last year there was. They didn't run it this year, unfortunately. So, which is a shame because I managed to get nominated last year, and I had about half the subscribers. So imagine what I could have done this year if I had you guys supporting me. But never mind. That's the way it goes. If the award ceremony picks up next year, I'll let you guys know about it. Apparently Sterling has missed. Go on, Salah. Score a hat-trick. Let me catch up with all the people that own Wayne Rooney. By the way, guys, I'll probably stop this stream when the games are finished. What app do I use for streaming? I use OBS. It's a software program. If I just grab this and hopefully don't mess up my stream too much. You can see it running there on my desktop. It's that little box there. That's what I use for streaming. So there we go. We will hit the streets and get people to vote for you. That would be much appreciated. Sorry about the light in the shot there in the corner. TP Football Analysis, I'm not sure what he wants to happen because he's a Southampton supporter, but Otamendi is in his FPL side. I've had those moments. I wanted Richarlison to score a hat-trick, but West Ham to win in the West Ham-Watford game. I've never looked at A-Stream personally. TP Football Analysis says 3 bonus points for Salah. He's walking away with 28 points from a player that came on with how long left? Then we must get a tree for Fellaini. Siraj. That's funny. Mate, I'm just worried about my my ultimate team now. Because, in fact, sorry guys, just a little something. I've bought a bunch of Salahs. I bought a bunch of Mohamed Salahs. In fact, I may even do it on stream. I know this may not interest all of you. But I bought Mohamed Salah as an investment after Black Friday. In fact, sorry, this isn't even FPL related, so some of you may not care. But 41 items selling. I will just quickly relist them. Okay, I've bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Salahs. 4,700, 4,006, 4,006, 4,006, 4,006, 4,006. If I go on Footbin now, Sorry, this is just getting a look at something else that I'm quite into. I do try and make coins on not Fantasy Premier League, FIFA Ultimate Team without actually paying EA anything. Right now he's at 7,100. Is that spiked? Hourly graph. So at 6 he was at 6,183. He's jumped from 8 o'clock. He's now jumped to 7,100. I may look at selling them. But no, he'll keep going up into the Player of the Month hype. So I'll probably keep, but I don't know. Anyway, sorry. That's not related to anything that you guys are probably bothered about. Apparently David Silva coming on, meaning Real DMC doesn't get Vardy coming on off the bench. How often do I play FIFA? I try and play it often, but to be honest, not as much as I'd like. But, you know, if I stream, I don't get to play as much. And the stream is more important to me, something I'm more dedicated to. As far as the trading bit on Ultimate Team, I can do that on my phone, and I can do that on my computer, so I get to do that a lot more. Siraj, I like both, but most of my friends play FIFA and not Football Manager, so if I had to choose between the two, just because my friends are on FIFA and you can play pro clubs with them, I'd go with FIFA. But Ismail Mayet, thank you, live FIFA. You got a little snippet of it. Real DMC Ultimate Team, you can buy and sell and try and trade your way up to players like Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, CR9 and CR7 and that kind of stuff. TV Football Analysis, Fantasy Premier League tips will be crime because I bet he hasn't scored much. Apparently my wife has won £15 as well at darts for some reason. Unless you have Fantasy Football Fix app, I don't think there are many ways to see your live rankings. TP Football Analysis, if the goal is... Oh my god, apparently Salah scored again. Is my phone trolling me now? According to my phone, Salah scored again. Florin Sander, you don't need to rub it in. AM Saturday, I have considered it. I don't know what I'd do on FIFA. I mainly play Ultimate Team and Pro Clubs. I've uploaded a Pro Clubs video, but my mates aren't really... Okay, I just got trolled then. My phone trolled me. It's telling me updates way too late. Yeah, so basically, I've considered it, but the only things I can think of is I'm not really interested in doing anything other than Ultimate Team and Pro Clubs. And Pro Clubs, I'm not sure about my mates and their ability to be at least decently entertaining and not ruin my videos by swearing. So it would be Ultimate Team, but then I'm not the best trader, I'm not the best player, so I don't know, to be fair. But yeah, I just got fully trolled by my phone, because basically, Fantasy Football Fix release goal updates very late compared to the other app I use. But the Everton-West Ham game has ended, and yeah, Everton destroyed West Ham. Absolutely mugged them off. So I can get rid of that now. Okay, Prakash Rout. BPS, I'm not going to go into massive detail because I could do a whole video on it. But there's a BPS system where they calculate your performance by things like pass completion, shot accuracy, other stuff. So interceptions for defenders, clearances for defenders, woodwork, all sorts of things go towards the BPS system points. Now, your BPS system points for a game could go into triple figures. This is all to figure out how well the player performed in game. Then at the end of the game, the top 3 players get 3, 2 and 1 point respectively. That is how you then get BP points, bonus points on a player. So if you're the best player in a game, you get 3 BP points because your BPS points was higher than every other player in the game. So hopefully that explains it to you. Apparently City has scored. Who scored though? Why is my phone not telling me who scored? Sterling, of course it's Sterling. Sterling is the player that I was saying everyone should get. He was dropped. I got rid of him. I got rid of him a week ago. Wow. Sterling with a goal. De Bruyne with the assist if you got De Bruyne. No, it's a foul, 1-1. Wait, what's going on? Disallowed goal. Jeez, it's all kicking off late here. To be honest, that's good because I got rid of Sterling for Pogba. Whilst Pogba got an assist this week, Sterling got an assist the last game week. Oh, it was a goal. Damn it. I had Sterling and Eriksen, and I was going to get rid of one of them for Pogba, and then I got rid of Sterling for Pogba because I thought Eriksen could get points against West Brom. Ah. Damn it. God damn it. Yeah, Mane and Salah apparently getting 3 bonus points at the moment. Mate, if I had kept Sterling, my ranking would be, I don't know how much higher. We're just waiting for the Man City game to finalise. We'll go over the bonus points and then we'll call it an end to this stream. Not been as popular a stream as I think it was Sunday night we did one, and that one kicked off. But you can never have too much FPL. You know, highs and lows are good in life. I think I'm a green arrow, but it's not like a great green arrow. It's ended 2-1 for City. How do bonus points work? I've just gone over that, I think. But again, there's a BPS system where you get points for clearances, goals scored, assists, pass completion, all that kind of stuff. And then if you have the highest BPS points in a game, then you get 3 points, bonus points. And then the second highest person with the BPS points gets 2 bonus points. Ayush Valur on 60. What were you moaning about, Ayush? Alright, so according to my live app, I'm on 49 points for the game week. Apparently the average is 46. Top 1,000 are on 47. So I think Sterling had a massive negative effect on my game week, as did the KDB assist. So, bonus points in the games. These are not confirmed, but we have Arsenal game. Özil gets 3 bonus points. Giroud getting 2. Ramsey getting 1. Chelsea Swansea. Rudiger getting 3. Kante getting 2. Zappacosta getting 1 bonus point. In the Bournemouth Burnley game, we got Brady getting 2. Brady getting 3. Joshua King getting 2. And Charlie Wood getting 1. Then in the Stoke Liverpool game, we got Mane and Salah both getting 3 bonus points. And then Moreno getting 1. We also have Everton West Ham. Rooney getting 3 bonus points, of course. Kenny getting 2. Pickford getting the 1. And then I don't think I've got a read on the bonus points from... I do. Manchester City versus Southampton. 3 bonus points for De Bruyne, 2 for Sterling. And then Forster and Romeu. I really butchered that, but I have been drinking. Getting the 1 bonus points. Fraser Forster made 11 saves. Massive respect. He should get decent points if he made 11 saves. 44 points for Florence Sandu. Ramsey and Mustafi looking at 1 point each. I think I've just said the average. I think it was 46. Hey, there's somewhere out there, Asad Tariq. Someone loved this game week. Someone probably had Rooney and Salah and are just laughing at the rest of us. But anyway, yeah, the FPL average was 46 and I managed to get 49. Anyway, guys, we are going to call it there at 1 hour 42 minutes. Not as popular a stream because the games were on, so people were watching their teams. But thank you guys so much for joining the stream as always. Much appreciated. If you do want to support the channel in any way, you can sponsor the stream and there's various other links to help the channel out. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the flock.